Hi everyone, Deb here. And I thought I was done with this topic, but while I was on my knees today, Yahweh asked me to expose um, motives. So we're going to talk about motives. And I asked him which motives he wanted me to talk about, and that is what I'm bringing to you. So the first one that he talked to me about was self-importance. I think a lot of guys um, think of themselves as the rock star of their lives. That's the picture of Bono. um, I think that a lot of times men think I've worked hard and I deserve this. Um, and another thing that I think men want everyone to know is that you have made it in this world, right? So one way in our circle of Torah observant people um, is because you've made enough money, you can afford a second wife. Um, because after all, that's all a woman wants, right? Is money and a place to live and food and clothing, right? We we don't care about love. Sorry about the sarcasm. I I am trying to be humble, but at the same time, I am, you know, sarcastic by nature. So, all right. So the next thing is self-indulgence. So first Yahweh told me that self-importance, the pride of life, is what motivates many men to be polygamist. Um, so self-indulgence. I mean, you've made it, made something out of your life, and you deserve to taste a little bit of this and a little bit of that. All right. So all the fruit that's out there, you should be able to take a bite of anything that you want because you've made it. This also is the pride of life. Yahweh says some of y'all choose polygamy as an act of revenge. Because, I mean, after all, if you have more than one wife after the first one, um, you can prove to her how awesome you are. And so, after all, if you are able to get um, two or more women to marry you, that really shows your value. So, revenge on a spouse, sometimes because she wouldn't give in to what you wanted, um, or whatever the case may be. Revenge on a spouse, Yahweh says, is one of the motives that men do this. An overinflated ego. All right, so that didn't go quite as smooth as I wanted it to, but you think you're Mr. Bombastic and Mr. Fantastic, right? All right. So, I mean, after all, you're all that. You're all that in a bag of chips, right? But really, you might just be Mr. Normal and not Mr. Bombastic. Another reason Yahuwah says that you have thought you would do the polygamy thing is that you're discontented with life and you're looking for another woman to fill that void. So, also, you think the grass is always greener. So, your wife is aged like everybody does. She's not in perfect condition anymore, and the grass is always greener. But um, I've also heard that some of you are looking for a woman to help with bills to ensure retirement. All right. And let's see, I lost there. But this is what Yahuwah has said to me. The one thing that is lacking that he doesn't see in this scenario the majority of the time is altruism. He doesn't see any altruism. It's lacking in the scenario. So, based on these self-indulgent, selfish reasons for polygamy, I must remind you of the scriptures that I gave you in video number 1 on this topic. Um, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If you're not even considering the women in this scenario, I don't think Yahweh's pleased with it. At least that is the tone that I got from him on my knees today. So I'm going to leave it at that. And uh, I hope that you got something out of this. And I hope that it was in no way offensive. Thanks. Bye bye.